quiet time for my kids, which means it's quiet time for me. And I really want to lay down, but I really wanted to make a video too. So here I am doing both. I am 38 weeks pregnant, and we went all over Mississippi yesterday. We had to go to the chiropractor, and we had to come back home because I had a midwife appointment. And then we went to 2 different grocery stores, and then we had to stop and get gas on the way home. Yeah, it was a busy day. 3 kids plus 1 huge me, and our grocery stores are an hour away from us, and our chiropractor is 30 minutes away from us. We drove 30 minutes to the chiropractor, 30 minutes home. I picked up lunch. We had to go do a Walmart return too. After the chiropractor, picked up lunch on the way home, ate it on the way home, had my midwife appointment, drove an hour to where the grocery stores are, grocery shopped. It was just a lot, and I'm very tired, and then I have played so hard with my kids this morning. I am certainly not the playful parent. I'm definitely like the say yes to everything parent, but I'm not like, I don't know, I'm just not the playful parent. I think most moms aren't playful parents. But we've just played this morning, and now I'm so sleepy, and I texted my husband. I was like, I don't know how you do it. He comes home every night and plays with them, and plays with them. My kids are fighting. Okay, I think everyone's okay. We've been really working on resolving them resolving their own issues, and it sounds like they resolved it. My sweet daughter will scream about anything. It's her defense mechanism, and it scares her brothers. Stuns them. It's just very funny. I have siblings, so I know what it's like. I had an older brother, and we fought like cats and dogs, and then the rest of my siblings were all 10 plus years younger than me. And so while I didn't really fight with them, I watched them fight too. And so that's very normal to me, whereas my husband only had 1 sibling, and they didn't really live together. And so he gets panicked almost when they fight, because he's he's very quiet, very non-confrontational, and he never fought with anyone growing up. And I'm like, it's not an emergency. It's funny. I don't really have anything to talk about or anything to say. I just wanted to get on and offer some new content. I don't know. I'm not wearing any makeup. My hair is half up, crazy. I'm laying in bed. I just trying to do it all. I'm really enjoying making videos for you guys. It's a lot of fun for me. Especially being home with little kids, to take a break, either during quiet time like now or in the evenings, to feel like I'm chatting to adults. That feels nice. Not that I don't have friends, because I do, but we all have kids and we're all busy, and sometimes we talk on the phone, or sometimes we get together for play dates, but especially right now in the heat of summer, we're not all getting together a whole lot. And like, I typically love to host, but I could have a baby any day. And I give birth at home, and Lord willing, I'll give birth at home again this time. And so like, I clean my house every night. So I'm like, I'm not really into hosting right now. I don't want your family coming over and making more for me to clean before I go to bed. So it's just funny. It's all funny. I really need to repaint all of our walls and all the trim in like all of our rooms. I painted it before we moved in, but I painted it all by myself with all the kids with me. Like very rushed, and I did not do a good job. So I really need to paint again. But that's a big project. There's always projects to do. You know, I talked about having our AC out, and my kids were just like, we need to move. I had to break the news to them. It's like, stuff breaks everywhere you go, even new stuff. And I was like, we can move to a brand new house, or it would have issues. Excuse me. That's just part of living in this world. Things break down all the time. Try really hard not to stress about it. Try really hard not to stress and just accept what comes. Accept the way the wind falls. Accept whatever trials put before me, and try to learn whatever lesson the Lord's trying to teach me. That's almost always where my brain goes. Maybe not first, but certainly at some point in some kind of trial, issue we're having, I think, oh, what is the Lord trying to teach me in this? What do I need to learn? This is happening because I need to learn something. He's sanctifying me in some way. I think it's in James. It says, count it all joy when trials come your way, because we know that trials basically bolden your spirit. It's not the exact words. Count it all joy is the exact words at the beginning, but I paused it because I heard someone coming down the hallway, and then I guess they changed their mind. They have snacks and they're watching Finding Nemo. But yeah, count it all joy. I've read the book of Job twice for sure, maybe 3 times. Maybe I started it a 3rd time and then left it. I love Job as someone who has excuse me, a tickle in my throat. As someone who's not lived a super easy life, which at 29 years old, I'm almost certain that no one has lived an easy life, even if it looks like it. Job has brought me a lot of comfort over the years, and just remembering that we do live in a fallen world, and we do have a God that loves us, and we don't know why he does the things that he does, and that's intentional. You know, Job loses his children, he loses everything he has, he loses his health. He loses his health. And he cries out to God and asks why. He doesn't turn away from God. Does not turn away from God. That's the the key. Doesn't turn away from God. He asks God why. And God, as a loving father, kind of puts him in his place and says, were you here when I created the heavens and the earth? Were you here when the Leviathan roamed the waters? Were you here? Were you here? Were you here? Do you know? And Job can't even respond. Imagine how scary that would be if you cried out to God and asked why, and he answered you. And he answered you in like, excuse me, like a 4-page speech. That would be so scary. But it's just that, it's like, it's not for us to know why everything happens. Not on this side of glory, at least. There's a scripture from Ecclesiastes that brings me a lot of comfort too. Maybe I've talked about this here before, but I really gotta get better about memorizing scripture so I can say like exactly where it is and exactly what it says, instead of just like, it kind of says this, it kind of says that. But there's a verse in Ecclesiastes that says, there's nothing new under the sun. And that's also just like it's like an old saying, like people say that. There's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new under the sun. And when you really sit and think about it, for me, any anxiety I've ever experienced in life has come from feeling like I was going through things alone, or that I was the only one. And so scripture like that, there's nothing new under the sun, brings me a lot of comfort. I don't know, maybe it'll bring you comfort. Help you go to sleep tonight. If you're up thinking about something, worried about something, feeling alone, there's nothing new under the sun. It's all been done before. It's all been said before. It's all been experienced. And maybe you need to reach out and find someone who's been through what you're going through. And maybe you're really private, and just knowing there's someone out there that's been through what you're going through can help. Prayer can change so many things. I feel like if you're not a practicing Christian, prayer can sound so futile. But like, from personal experience, the Lord can change your heart about something. You can truly go from hating a person to adoring and loving and appreciating that person, if you pray about it and if it's in the Lord's will. The Lord has changed my heart in so many things that I've prayed about, and I'm so grateful for it. And He's helped me through so many struggles, just personal struggles, struggles of the flesh, struggles of relationships. The Lord answers prayers over and over and over again. I see it. The Lord provides. He provides. We don't have to worry because He provides. And He tells us that. He takes care of the sparrows. How much more will He take care of you, who He loves so much? You know? In Matthew, so I say to you, Who of you can add even a minute to their life by worrying? Which is so much easier said than done. We're only human. We're only human. But if you take the time to pray about these things, the Lord will meet you there. He won't leave you in a struggle. He won't leave you in a hardship. He won't leave you. He won't leave you. He won't leave you. And so I would just encourage you as you're going to sleep tonight. Maybe turn this video off when it's over in just a minute. Sit in the silence and invite the Lord in. Invite him in. You know, a lot of people will say, search my heart, Lord. But if this is not something you're used to, that's a really scary thing to say, and a really scary thing to ask. And so I'm not going to say that. But what's on your mind? What's tangling up your brain? What's keeping you asleep? Or awake, rather? He already knows, but he wants you to come to him. When my kids are struggling and I know they need my help, I want them to come to me. I'm not going to just interject, because I want them to learn and grow and try things, and going through hard things just mold a person. But when they're ready, I want them to ask for my help. And that's what he wants from you too. Untangle whatever's in your brain. And sometimes we don't know. Sometimes we feel these feelings and we don't know what's responsible. We can't put words to the problem. And that's okay too. Lord, I'm feeling this. Remove it from me. Reveal to me what I need to do. If anything. You know, it doesn't have to be scary. It doesn't have to be formal. It doesn't have to be when you're all better. He'll get you there. So, if you're struggling tonight, I want you to turn this off. Don't search for another video, not even one of mine. Close your eyes and just sit in the silence and talk and pray and ask for what you need. Don't be afraid to ask for what you need. He knows what you need, but he wants you to come to him. I pray that you all sleep well.